Peace, y'all. This is Campson, one of the halves of the Creative Witness Gathering. Thank you so much for watching this video and just, checking out our channel. We appreciate you. If you're new to this channel, we are dedicated to the bridge of spirituality and higher consciousness, breaking down codes and symbols and giving a deeper understanding of a lot of the laws that control the mechanisms of spirituality. And so we're committed to the science of spirituality, the science of faith, versus being in the religious program. And so we're here to just be a bridge to higher dimensions with you, holding hands with you as we take these huge jumps that I call quantum leaps, deciding to step out of the masses and step onto the narrow path, learning how to walk middle way, and always kissing your third eye. And when we say that, what we're saying is we're offering a deeper level of intimacy with our third eye and all the abilities associated with it. And the only way that can be done is to come out of the programs that a lot of us have been born into, and learning that we can actually reprogram our mind so that we can change what manifests in our lives. So now that I got that out the way, let me get into the download that I just received. And I was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't sleep, and it's super late and I'm tired, and whenever that happens, I know that this is a message that is super important for me to give to you all ASAP. The first thing I want to say is a lot of us are exiting the religious matrix programming, and it's kind of a trend that we see occurring and happening, and it's definitely causing us to look like the weirdos and be outcasts and no longer be loved and accepted by the people we are used to being loved and accepted by. And so this is the message that I've received, and I'm just going to go into myself right now to give you that message. Take whatever resonates, leave whatever don't, maybe for someone else or maybe for you at a later time. But I just ask that you open your heart and mind to see what resonates and what downloads come to you as I am expressing this. It came to me as a warning. This warning is for everyone who is still participating in the program of religion. If you are participating in the program of religion, what you are actually doing is being a guard in the prison, over the prison cell, with the souls that are held within that cell. Especially if you are practicing religion and you've been called to come out of it, but you have yet to commit to doing that. The warning is especially for people who make money from their participation in a religious programming. The warning that is coming through is that if you do not choose a side, if you do not choose a path, then after the Galactic New Year, which is based on the Mayan calendar, and this Galactic New Year is July 26, 2019, if you have not made a commitment to step fully into spirituality and the authenticity of why you incarnated into this lifetime, you will reap a harvest of that, and that harvest will not be pleasant. For people, we're going to see a lot of big time pastors stepping down as confirmation of this. We're also going to see people who have always been dedicated to the church, and it seems like they're doing a 360. We're going to be seeing a lot of this. We're going to be seeing, I hate to say this, but we're going to be seeing like what we would consider to be negative situations manifest in the lives. And the example that keeps coming to me is Bishop Eddie Long and the way he transitioned from this world to the next. that was part of participating in religious programming, even though you have nudges to know that this is something that is harmful, that is deceptive, and that is no longer beneficial, okay? And that it is causing souls to not be able to ascend or descend, whichever you believe in, because Bobby Hemmett talks about descending versus ascending, and learning how to maneuver through the underworld to increase awakening, spiritual awakening, and spiritual enlightenment. I believe you can go either way, and that the goal is to integrate and be able to move from higher self to lower self, from subconscious to conscious mind, in the effort of creating and anchoring the vibration that is necessary for us as humanity, as a collective, to grow and to get free from a lot of the shackles of the 3D matrix. It came to me so strongly and so heavy, where I could even see karma being passed down for generations for anyone who decides to continue to participate in a program put on earth to subdue us and prevent us from becoming our best selves. This will no longer be looked over. The grace is like running out for that. And know that you are the master of your own life, that you have free will. And if you decide to stay in these programmings that have this impact on souls, then you become malevolent. You know, you're no longer being that bearer of light, or that anchor whose vibration is here to bless and help humanity, okay? And so it is up to us to choose. And as I am expressing this to you, a biblical example is being given to me. And we all should know by now that the Bible is both esoteric and exoteric. And even Christ himself says this. So there are many messages and communications, but it's based on your level of awareness and consciousness as to what the Bible communicates to you. So let me give you a visual of what is about to happen. If you remember in the Bible, there was the brides, and these brides had these lamps with oil in them. And when the bridegroom came riding his horse, ready for the wedding ceremony, there were some who were not ready, who had ran out of oil, and there were some who still had oil, and they were able to enter because they still had the oil of anointing. The oil, when you think about oil, anointing, this is a substance that is within you, and which is also called Christ consciousness. It's like an elixir of life, of eternal life. And for those who were ready, they were able to step into a higher dimension and integrate themselves with the bridegroom, which is Christ, which represents the Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is the ability for you to consciously be your best self, your highest self, free of judgment, free of just a lot of the negative self-talk, and just able to be pure and clear and have clarity as to why you are here and what your purpose is in life. This is also compared to Jacob's ladder. This is the ability for us here on the 3D dimension to connect with higher dimensions. That was the whole story of Jacob's ladder. That's what it was about, being able to ascend your consciousness to a higher vibration. So those who do not have oil at this time will be locked out, which means that they will have to incarnate again to right the wrongs, okay? And so each soul that is here, we are here because there is something that needed to be done or completed. We're going to see this very publicly. This is also connected to Notre Dame, the cathedral, and a lot of the videos, the decodings that we broke down. This has been represented in a lot of Marvel movies that we broke down. So these are the new gods that are awakening. And some people are going to go deeper into their sleep, deeper into their unconsciousness, deeper into their subconscious program. And I I hope that I'm wrong, but what I feel, if you have not made a concrete decision to be hot or cold at this point, you will be locked into that for the rest of your earthly time here in this body. Okay? And for those who decide to release those things that you have learned are not being of service to humanity in a beneficial way, then you're going to have access to much higher manifestation, vibrations, psychic or spiritual abilities, and you're going to be a conduit on earth, anchoring so that the new heaven and earth can be manifested here. So I just started learning about the Mayan Galactic calendar a little more than 2012. A lot of us learned about it December 2012, the end of the world, all of that. And so I'm finally getting a deeper understanding of that. So shout out to Aluna Ash, clairvoyant. If you check out her channel, she talks about the Mayan calendar often. And she talks about how it's going to impact us. So shout out to her, because I never want to take credit from someone that's not mine. She was one of the people who Source, the creator of all things, used to draw my attention to this. And so in this video, I have a few things that you'll see on the screen. You're more than welcome to pause it or take screenshots, review it later. You can see the website at the top. I intentionally leave the website so you can do your own research. And a lot of times I'm able to just get the links too and put the links in the description. So it would be a really, really good thing and very beneficial to do something that has been like a secret from us that we are now being given access to. And what you can do is go to the website, the Foundation of Law and Time, and put in your birthday to find out what your galactic signature is. And by doing this, you're going to get more clarity in knowing yourself. So this is something that's a little different and deeper than just the zodiac and learning your signs and sun, moon, and rising. This just goes a little deeper than that. And the Mayans and the Egyptians both were very connected to this. I've also been feeling just this attraction to water and this attraction to Yemiya. This just wanting to understand, and just this tug on me with Mama Wata or Mother Water. And I had no idea that these things were connected. And some of the people I've done readings for also resonate with this and have been feeling the same call. And another thing that has hit me, just being thankful for having clean water, something so simple. And I had no idea that all of these dates align with that, and the appreciation of water based on Dr. Emuto, I think is how you pronounce it, the water experiment that he did, where he showed the molecules in water, how they're impacted by the vibration of certain words and emotions. And so it was really, really good to know that I'm tapped in and I'm able to connect with that and be aligned with what's happening on an astronomical level in the cosmos, which is going to obviously increase my ability to manifest within my own life. And it's going to increase my ability to be of service to humanity and to other people and other souls who are awakening and seeking clarity and guidance. So if you've been feeling drawn to water spirits, or just even drawn to going deeper into your emotions, experiencing your emotions, understanding why you are the way you are, all of this is exactly where you should be if you are going through the process of spiritual purification of this virus. It is a virus that I call religion, just one of the many viruses that has enslaved us. Because people who do not have full understanding, people who have bad intentions and misinterpretations. But we're being set free. And also, this is the age of Aquarius, which is connected to water again. So everything is aligning. And the element of water right now, we should be giving appreciation for the element of water, using water, taking spiritual baths and showers, even putting crystals in water and drinking it for healing. This is a great time to do that. This is a great time to sink down into your emotional body and begin to learn and understand yourself, and learn how to be in control of your emotions and yourself. Learning how to be a thermostat, which controls the temperature of the environment, versus always being a thermometer and you're always reacting to the temperature of your environment. And so this is the message that has been coming through. We're being called to purification. And this year is like a red moon year, cosmic red moon year, I think is what it's called. And again, you can do a little bit more research yourself into this. But we're being called to purify ourselves as well. And in a lot of readings that I've done, that whole purification process kept coming up in a lot of readings. And I was like, okay, this is a message for the collective. Okay. And so another thing, religion, that confirmed it, and you'll probably see this here if I have this timed correctly. And this is going to get into how religion factors into all of this. And that's what prompted me to do this video. I had no idea that water, religion, and the Mayan Galactic calendar, and understanding what the true new year is according to the Mayans, had no idea that all of these things would be connected. And so I love when I receive downloads and light codes to help activate you all to be able to go to higher levels in your consciousness. And so I'm just going to let this continue to play out, and you can just finish reading the things that I have on the screen here. And yeah, let me know what you think, what you feel. Is this resonating with you? What are you experiencing and going through right now? What are you feeling called to do? Do you feel the pull to purify your diet, your lifestyle, your thoughts, your emotions, your relationships? Are you feeling called to consecrate yourself? So that you can be purified, so that you can truly operate in your sacred divinity, free of the influence of outside factors that are outside of our light spectrum, things influencing us in our lives and our behavior that we can't see. And just know that we have a lot of help and support. We do. We are not alone. And whether you call them archangels, spirit guides, or ancestors, it's a great time to deepen your connection, to deepen your intimacy with your guides, with the archangels, with your spirit animals, your totem animals, whatever has been crossing your path and you feel a connection with. This is a really great time to explore that connection. So I'm just going to let this finish rolling, and so you can just read what's on the screen and see what resonates and what you're getting. And don't forget to comment below. Also, if you would like to have any questions maybe you have for us, or something you want to share with us, or resources, whatever it may be, all correspondence can be done through remnantsgathering@gmail.com. If you're interested in getting a reading, I see that this is something I must continue doing because it is part of my purpose in life. And the more I use my purpose in life for the service of other people, the more the people who receive the readings will be activated to be able to step into their calling, their purpose, their passion on a very deep soul level. So I will be continuing to do readings. I'm not going to really start charging specific amounts or anything right now because, again, I just want to anchor myself to allow myself to be used in a way that is going to be beneficial to all other souls who are going through this ascension process and this awakening from the deep sleep that we have been in. And so any donation to Cash App, which is under Remnants Gathering, or any donation to PayPal, which is simply under my personal email, which is kham2479@gmail.com. And all you have to do is email me and say, hey, I'd like a reading. And I'll send the links if you still need the links, if you don't remember where to send a donation. And once your donation is sent, then we will do the reading. There is no specific amount. I know that some of us are going through times of financial strain. And so even if it's just 50 cents, like, I would never scoff at something, because it's not about the amount. It's about the heart and the intention. And I'm not doing this for money.